to story number 2. Like a Dragon Yakuza on Prime has gotten a new trailer. I want to welcome to the stage the one and only, the biggest Like a Dragon fan we have in the office, Roger Bacorny.
The only one.
Yeah, honestly, the only one.
Welcome in.
Woo! I kind of like that game judgment a little bit.
We need some type of like applause, just for me though. Fuck everybody else. You know what I mean? Hey everybody.
Welcome in, Raj.
Hey, people are trying to keep me down. Trying to keep me away from the show.
Are they?
I'm gonna say this every time I'm on the show.
I turned left to you, and I was like, Raj, you want to be on the show this morning?
People trying to keep me down.
You weren't even scheduled to be here.
People trying to keep me down.
Now, Roger, again,
Roger
you're the
here.
biggest Like a Dragon fan we have in the office.
Hi.
And so it's only right that we live react to this trailer with you. Of course, me and Andy, well, I haven't seen the trailer. Andy, have you seen the trailer?
I have not, no.
Roger, I assume that...
I actively avoided it.
I assume that because you care so much about Kind of Funny Games Daily that you've kept away from watching the trailer.
Well, someone immediately tweeted at me and they said, "Hey Roger, this trailer's out," and I just watched the entire thing and I was like, "Should have been content. Should have been content. Should have waited for that one." But we'll watch it again.
We'll watch it again because I really want to see.
You can tell us what the hell's happening.
Nah, we'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Is it an Elseworld story? Barrett, bring up the trailer. Let's watch it.
He punched him.
Start off strong. Just fucking start up with an uppercut.
All I wanted was, for audio listeners, all I wanted was to be a dragon.
That's exactly how he said it too.
You barely know what you're up against.
You're just a boy. You'll never be free again.
Oh, ooh.
1億どころか何億あんねん。
青梅の100億盗んだ奴らがうちにいんのか。
ビビってんなら一人で逃げな。
あんたが親殺し中の。お前一人時間が止まってんじゃないのか。カズマ。
はったりでもいいから戦争止めてこいや。
I mean, the suits look great.
景気よく暴れられるのは最初だけ。そのうち原爆ボンボンで1億総玉砕だよ。
That's so
知らねえ
accurate.
んだよな、新宿の悪魔のことは。
The Demon of Shinjuku. That's so cool.
その悪魔の目的は何だ。
神室町。
Whoa! Most expensive stuff in the game. I mean, the music's kind of fire.
妻が全部悪いんじゃ。カズマがヤクザになんかならなかった。
10年前俺たち兄弟を裏切ったのはお前だろう。お前さんの理由も
The market carries like
Yeah,
you never said.
that looks placeholder.
Channel the dragon that lurks. Devour and dominate.
Rough.
So is it just the text that's kind of like making you feel like, what happened here?
The thing that my first initial reaction to all of that was like, I was kind of sold beforehand because I was like, oh, it's going to be different. I know it's going to be a different take on everything. I watched it, I'm like, I barely recognize what's happening here, like in terms of just like the first game, or even if you're trying to incorporate some of the stuff from Zero, but like from Kiwami 1, like I see
touchstones aren't there.
I see some elements of it, but it's like I don't know where you're going with that. That demon thing, the demon of Shinjuku, like that is not anywhere near what happens in the first game, which I'm fine with. I'm fine with them taking their creative liberties, but yeah, it's just tough to find those touchstones as the fan, and I'm looking for those things. I'm looking for those things to be like, oh shit, like the 10 billion yen, like okay, yeah, that is from the original game, the 20 billion, whatever. But like, yeah, the kid's not there. Like, I don't know where this kid is at, and that's a huge part of the original game. So it's like I think they're not doing the kid element of it, and they're just kind of going on their own
It
thing.
seems like they're doing way more of an original story than...
Yeah.
Which is kind of tough because the people that are largely going to champion this are fans of the video game.
Yeah.
This isn't like, I guess an outside sort of fan base can find this and be like, oh, there's this new sort of crime show, crime drama based in Japan or whatever. And that could definitely bring in people. But largely, you need the Like a Dragon fans to really, really endorse this and say, hey, this show's awesome. You don't need to care about the video game series. Come watch this. So if they're not even appeasing the fans...
Yeah, I mean, there's some elements, right? I mean, you see fucking Majima, you see Nishiki in there, and like I think that Nishiki and Kiryu's relationship, the childhood best friends, and then things happen and then maybe they separate a little bit. That is interesting in the original Kiwami 1. Like that is something that I think could carry this entire show. But even then, like you just see just small snippets of it. You don't really even see the kind of flash forward elements of Nishiki that are the soul of that game. So yeah, It's interesting. It's interesting. I'm not really. I was kind of like more sold beforehand, and now I saw this. I'm like, I kind of wish I didn't watch this.
Majima is played by Munetaka Aoki. Godzilla -1.
Oh,
The guy who hurts his leg. The guy who like fixes the plane for him at the end.
Oh,
Yeah.
That makes sense. That makes sense.
Very cool.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool to see Majima though. That excites me.
Yeah.
That gets my nips hard.
How does it? Goddamn.
I mean, it's true. This episode is brought to you by Shady Rays. Get ready for the season ahead with quality shades built to last. Our friends at Shady Rays have you covered with premium polarized shades that won't break the bank. Durable frames and world-class optics for all outdoor adventures. With an extensive array of styles and colors, you're bound to find the perfect pair of Shady Rays sunglasses. Y'all know Tim has been outside in the sun a lot playing Pokemon Go, and he's having a great experience wearing Shady Rays when he's out and about looking dope. If you don't love your Shady Rays, exchange for a new pair or return them within 30 days. There's no risk when you shop. Exclusively for our listeners, Shady Rays is giving out their best deal. Head to shadyrays.com and use code KINDAFUNNY for 50% off 2 or more pairs of shades. Try for yourself the shades rated 5 stars by over 300,000 people. That's shadyrays.com and use code KINDAFUNNY for 50% off 2 or more pairs of shades.
How is it hitting for you tonally? Because this is a conversation we've had.
Yeah.
When this first got announced, is how do you adapt a Yakuza? I think it was me and Andy that had the conversation actually, right? Like, how do you adopt the Like a Dragon games where there is an over-the-top nature to them? There is a goofy nature to them a lot of the times. I know game to game they can be kind of different, right? I know Like a Dragon, when you introduce Ichiban to the mix, it gets a little bit more goofy. But is this what you expect when you just look at the vibe and take it in?
This is what I expect out of an adaptation, right? Like, this is not like my dream scenario here. I do think they're taking this a lot more seriously than I would have liked them to, but I do think that is the fun of the Like a Dragon series, the Yakuza series, is that it looks very serious. You start Kiwami 1, you're like, fuck, this is serious as hell. And then it progressively gets goofier when you do the side stuff. So not to say that I think that there's going to be a whole episode where there's side stuff, or I think there's going to be some moments. I think you're definitely going to have Majima doing his Majima thing, right?
I'll be honest, none of these guys look like they're about to go to a Sega arcade.
That's true.
and play some Sonic Fighters.
I mean, I if you don't see some type of arcade in this, then that's a failed opportunity. There has to be. There's got to be at least in the background, like, oh, do you want to go there? That's for kids or something like that.
Give me an arcade fight scene, and where you can like kind of see the Sega arcade machines.
There's got to be a
Sonic
karaoke
Fighters
scene as well, right? Right.
I think what you need also, there's got to be a sequence where somebody gets some sort of hallucinogenic drug given to them, and then that's how you incorporate the goofiness of here's how we can give the game fan part of that goofiness. This person's high on, and they're like imagining weird shit that happens in the video game.
So what they did for the Dora movie.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Oh,
they go
she
into
took drugs?
They go into a mushroom land, and they like inhale mushrooms, and then like they're all animated. It's pretty fucking funny. It's pretty fucking funny.
I gotta watch this Dora movie. Holy shit!
I do want to point out, Raj, that the font that we were very kind of grossed us out by the end of it.
Yeah.
I legitimately think it's the Amazon font.
No.
Like, look at the letters when it pops up. It feels like that's the font that comprises the words like Amazon and Prime, or you could see this in their
because they changed the logo recently, so maybe that
of the show. They changed
of Prime. Like Prime is like a more like generic, the fucking modern logo design.
It just feels like the font you would see.
Yeah, I see it.
Yeah,
it has the rounded.
Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, it just doesn't. I mean, the text isn't even the thing that like I'm thinking about when I'm watching this trailer. But yeah, it is weird looking back. But yeah, I don't know.
Are you gonna watch
October?
it?
Of course, I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna watch it and do a review, do some type of content about it. But yeah, October. I think this is 2 parts. I think from what I'm
2 releases.
Fuck that. You know what I mean? We got to stop
The
it.
Invincible
As a country, as a universe, fucking
it's
Cobra
only-
Kai. Have you seen this?
No,
that's like
Cobra
4
Kai
parts
doing?
or whatever.
Kamala wants to spread apart the show.
Cobra Kai is 3
But
parts.
like it's like a week later though, right? It's not like Invincible.
I call her laughing Kamala.
Why are we doing this?
That's the build hype.
No, because they want me to keep my fucking subscription.
It's like we want to have the cake you need it to. All right, we're asking for weekly releases. They don't want to give us that, right? Well, okay, we'll give you binge. Oh, but you want? All right, cool. We'll split into 2. What if we just did? And 2 weeks?
And what sucks is that like I already kind of made my headcanon was Invincible was split apart because they wanted to find a way to give you ads, like because now you get like 15-second ads on Amazon stuff. And in my head canon, I was like, oh, that's why they did that. And now they're just doing it for everything. That's why I was like, oh, it sucks.
like, what are we doing?
Well, they want you
That's
to keep that
stinky.
subscription, right? So it's
Yeah,
like
with the Penguin show, real good though. Oof, man,
real
episode
good.
two,
That's good.
show.
Week to week.
Is episode
you know?
2 out?
Yeah.
episode two's
Sunday.
really good,
Sundays
really good.
are back. Sunday viewings
Sundays
are
are
back.
back.
Do you think he's
With
gonna
the
smoke?
Penguin.
Do you think he's gonna smoke a cigarette out of a cigarette holder in the show?
The Penguin
Ooh,
or
yeah,
or
possibly.
Majima?
Yeah. I mean both.
yeah.
The penguin specifically. I like that when we come together, it becomes penguin talk.
I mean, listen.
Yeah.
When you're putting out fucking just goated ass TV every single Sunday,
yeah,
you
you
know,
gotta
we gotta
talk.
talk.
You gotta
about it.
talk penguin.
Just
Gotta
because it
talk
was
penguin.
brought up, can I show you all a clip from the Dora the Explorer movie that
Fuck
I've
yeah.
not seen, but I see it this clip on social media every once in a while, and
We
it
get
fucking
taken down immediately.
Yeah, 100%.
Delicioso. Can you say delicioso?
Delicioso.
Say delicioso.
I didn't know they did this in this show.
She'll grow out of it.
That's really good. It's a good movie. Fuck, I might need to watch this movie.
Let's watch the
Goddamn.
Dora movie. Come over to my house.
Here's the
Hang
thing.
out with me.
I mean, listen. If you give me the
You're
invite,
turning into Mike. You're turning into Mike.
Like deadlock with me.
Roger never asked me to hang out, so I'm like, oh shit. Here's the thing. I know you're a fan of the CW. When I watch this Yakuza trailer, I get big CW
Oh,
vibes
huge
from it.
CW. Huge
really?
CW.
Do you think it can hit? Because I know that hits hard for you too. Do you think
positive
if this leans into the CW, hey, we're making a B show, a C show here. I don't know what grade we're giving CW, but we're making that.
I mean,
it's gonna be corny.
yes and no, right?
It's gonna be
I would
campy.
put it. I would say it's above that.
You think it's above the CW?
It is.
I like. It doesn't look.
But here's the thing about the CW. Let's have a-
Production values looked higher for sure to me.
You and I were younger.
I'm talking early Arrow seasons.
But that's the thing, you
The
and I were-
CW devolved into like Power Rangers shit.
But that was before we got everything was on HBO. There was so many shows, so many superhero stuff, right? So many adaptations, right?
Watchmen, what
so,
a show.
So we were so excited about seeing anything, any Arrow theme flash on TV. It was like, oh my God, this is crazy that they're doing this. Now it's like, who cares? You know what I mean? So it's like, I don't know. This doesn't excite me. Anything CW doesn't
Level,
excite me.
yeah.
Yeah, unless I was a child.